going to want to have the ego battle early on. Both of them are wrecking balls. Look out.
So underway, first game on this Sunday, 3 on Fox League, and Henlon with the first run of the afternoon. As the two teams go set for sandbox. Little juggle there from Katoa. We've got the old firm back, Katoa and Mulitalo on opposite wings for Cronulla. Prolific try scorers, prolific tackle busters. It's a lethal back three. Lovely scoop up, Brayley. On for Hines. Brayley really at the peak of his powers at the moment. A couple of line breaks against the Dragons. And what a confident start here. Really good from the Sharks, number 9. Trindle kicks, 41 metres out. Arthurs is the man underneath it. Lost it. Mulitalo was held back ever so briefly. Cronulla had the ball in any case. What a chance, 15 out, short side, they may only need one, Trindle away, and Talakai scores for Cronulla. The bomb defusal fail by Brisbane leads to the Cronulla first try of the day.
Well, this is sloppy from Jesse Arthurs and the right side defence of the Brisbane Broncos.
You can see the sideline official Michael Wise right there, he's right over the top of the players. If there was interference on Staggs, it wasn't ruled as illegal.
There's a replay here. Ball goes up. He was checked there, Staggs. Jesse Arthurs gets a play and William Kennedy. Kennedy does a good job to stay involved to get Reynolds.
Now Cronulla removing. Radio, no, if he had a pass there. Nicola would have been well into Brisbane's half. Hines with the ball. Sharks running everywhere here. 39 metres away from the Brisbane line. Brayley, McInnes to Trindle. They've got them stretched. Wilton steps Walsh. Wilton all the way. Kennedy to score. Cronulla strike from the entire length of the field, basically. With confidence, pushing up, support play. They tick plenty of boxes in that scoring rush there.
Brilliant attack.
8-0, this will be 10 in a moment. This big crowd, not much to cheer about for the Brisbane faithful. A 10-0 start for Cronulla against the embattled Broncos. Cronulla have come out the other side of a couple of poor performances. Big second half against the Dragons and now putting it on first half here against Brisbane.
And they've got this in their kit bag, the Broncos, this season. The inconsistency, their best football is great. But when they lack urgency, lack intensity to start games, they fall behind the scoreboard and looking for shortcuts. The fact that Katoni Staggs didn't stay square then, fell for the pass, the dummy pass too easily.
Hang on.
Worrying signs early for the Bronx.
So here we go again. Cronulla with Hamlin well to bring it back. Shut down in quick fashion there by Haas. He seems to have got himself, he was hobbling, he's now moving freer. Backing up from Origin, they'll be looking for him to punch out 60 minutes or so. Wilton with the ball. Sharks back over their 30. 16 minutes into the contest. The visitors well on top. Talakai on this run, it'll be relentless. They all have 100-metre plus games in them, the Cronulla three-quarter line. Oh, Fanua Blake. Over to a blade for Hines. Fanua Blake was then in front of Nico, who held it back. Brayley, alarm bells ringing everywhere. Trindle's kick. Hit goal. I think he bounced it. I think Ronaldo bounced it, and he thinks so as well. He won the race. It's a near thing, but Brisbane, there's going to be a big sigh of relief, I reckon.
But it's a power running from Fanua Blake to start with. Trindle's thrown a long pass. He's gone the short pass for 2 tries. This time,
kick chase onside.
He goes for the kick. And at first glance, I think Mulitalo drops this.
After the Roosters won the other week. This could
Roll
be
the
anything.
forearm over
I
the
had
top.
to mention it there. I'm just saying. This ball is definitely not on the ground. And Ronaldo has bounced it clearly.
Ronaldo Militano knocks the ball on in the in goal. We have a decision.
And how easy did Cronulla Blake just power through the middle of the defence of the Broncos? He needs to play at the back to him.
10 points to 0. That may be about to change. Pace here. Oh, they've just opened up. Cronulla have fallen for the fake. I don't even want to call it a dummy. It's a look up rather than a monster-like elaborate throw of the arms. And Brisbane have their first try. They all count for 4.
Well, the Sharks watching the eyes of Reynolds. Where's Reece Walsh? It's Corey Pakes and dummy half.
Going to compare them with other hookers. So great to have Harry part of the Fox League team today. He'll have his own segment at the break. Dummy half, craft, and well-executed Corey Pakes. 10-6 scoreline.
Here's a bad set, to be fair, for the Brisbane Broncos. They're looking threatening for the sets beforehand, but then they don't want to play straight and direct. They want to zing the ball left and right without engaging the Sharks' defence. And therefore, Adam Reynolds got caught out. Passes hit the deck. He's back to short passes and running hard. The Brisbane Broncos as opposed to going long passes and width.
7 tackles set for Cronulla. Let's go take a comment from the sideline, Eloise.
When Payne Haas came from the field for the Broncos, first interchange of the day, he headed straight into the tunnel. It was a big hit there. And they headed straight up the tunnel with the medics and just chasing at the moment as to what it is. We know he suffered a groin strain around that origin period just a couple of days ago. Once I get more information, I'll bring it to you.
There's a ball from Hines to Nicola. With support, Kennedy's on his way for his second. Well, while Brisbane have got the ball, it's all good. But the moment they have to defend, I'm sorry to say it's all bad.
Well, another short pass to the Cronulla Sharks back rowers goes straight through. Ezra Mann pulled off a shot in the tackle before, and this time again he turns.
So Cronulla's tries have been truly dynamic today. Brisbane's just the dummy half effort. But I think there's many more points in this Cronulla side today. So Cronulla to halfway on the back of that. Break for Hines, 4 for Neil Blake. So that's his 7th hit up in the afternoon. He's had 4 tackle busts and the 1 line break so far for Neil Blake. Trimble working there with Rudolph, just his 6th game for the year. Now Brayley off a quick play the ball, straight through the centre McInnes. They're 20 away from the Brisbane line. They've got to repel the Sharks here. Brayley running 30, links up with Nicola. Good shot. Taking him sideways, it was Hetherington. Brady, tripped ball for Hines. Cronulla's over. I assume no obstruction. The halves have work to play, but has sliced and diced the Brisbane defence.
Outstanding play from the Cronulla Sharks spine. First it was Brayley wheeling and
I think we all love it, and of all the grounds, the irony of it. When a 7 and 6 combine, as Hines converts, now Langer and Walters loved it when one passed to the other. 2 left, 1 left in the set, 3 more, kick and chase. And it's the watch the top of the knee. This one was upset a bit. The left knee came up high. Who's going near that? Staggs takes off. From dummy. Oh, buried there by Kennedy. Fair bit happening out there, Cooper.
Reece Walsh first with the raised knee, and Tony Staggs with dummy half. Tell you what, he's been good in this first half. He's the best player on the field for the Brisbane Broncos, Tony Staggs.
He's had 7 tackle busts coming off I think a 12 tackle bust game to Tony Staggs. Here with Reynolds, back through the centre. Hetherington got it away. Willison, Bergatone offloaded to Mann. It may be a miracle pass from Xavier Willison as he was falling. No question, there's points in Brisbane. It's how many they can stop Cronulla from scoring. We're in for a heck of a second half. Not even the last 2 minutes of the first half. Don't look away. There's Ramam's gone from villain to hero. And it might be a 10-point ball game. It will be 10 points the difference at the moment. Just game 1 of 3 on the back of a golden point Saturday night here on Fox League. Hines with it. There's the trick shot. kick looking for Katoa. Back goes Karapani. And Brisbane had possession. That will do us for the first 40 minutes. One last play. Man was tripped by man on the ground. Katoa. It's in a bin. It's Wyatt Raymond with a trick shot. He says, I'll beat you all. No, that was odd. What an end to the first half. What a crazy piece of play.
And the tackle is complete. This is half-time. The challenge was unsuccessful.
Brisbane 12. Got a little gloomy. Lights taking effect here. Sunday afternoon, exclusive on Fox, the home of Rugby League. Broncos and Sharks. Second half underway, 10 points the difference. Willison has had a real impact. Broncos with pace. Try and bring it out of trouble. Don't expect them to be expansive, maybe first 3 or 4 plays, or maybe they will be. Walsh up in the front line. Able to offload. Some risk involved there. Back for it, Piakura, who'd taken the previous run. And then upended. Puru was out there. His first game for the Sharks in NRL. Hohepa Puru. And to that end, Eloise is going to have some big news for Cronulla. It's not necessarily good news around Teague Wilton. We'll get that in a moment. Brisbane with Reynolds on to Walsh. Now they're moving. Staggs is the go-to. He's away again. Doesn't pass to Walsh. There was a lot of Cronulla traffic there. Last tackle.
Wing is free on the left.
Brisbane, Walsh out in front. Man let it go. Piakura decides to run back in field on the last. Walsh said no, we needed to go, keep going left. Kicks to no man's land. Cronulla come back up with the ball. What a start.
The vision had to be seen there from the Broncos. Great shift to the right-hand side. Tony Staggs has been their best player. And Karapani was all out on his own. Here's the Staggs run that led to this bust. But Karapani was all out on his own on the left-hand side. The ball had to get to him.
So Cronulla back with the ball inside their 20. Kuru has played a couple of games previously at the Raiders. Has featured in the All-Stars game as well a couple of times. That's still a big moment for him here. Incredible kick from 35 metres out from his own line. He is an exponent of the 40-20. Fielded by Arthurs to bring it back. Eloise is in position now, so this news on Teague Wilton, good or bad for Cronulla?
Bad news for Cronulla. Teague Wilton has actually been taken to hospital for precautionary. He has blurred vision after he got a poke to the eye early in the first half, so he obviously won't be returning this afternoon. As for Michael Maguire, he wants patience here in the second half. He wants the defence to be better and to hold on to the ball.
Well, hang on a second. Walsh away to Karapani. Just an aside to that. That's hot. That's Haas across there on a break down the right side of the field. Seriously, what about this bloke? Here we go. Cronulla with the ball. The kicks. Middleton on play one. What a bonus if the Sharks could score here. Puru running straight at Walsh. Rayleigh to Hines. Just going the inside run. Rudolph, 5 away. Brisbane under pressure. Piakura left on the deck. Rayleigh takes full advantage. Man down. Rayleigh says, I'll have 4. Hasn't scored a try in a long while. In fact, a 28-game drought. The drought is broken for Blake.
He's loving it, Blake Rayleigh. He's been outstanding this afternoon for the Sharks. Mark it down.
Is for the 16-point lead in front of a big house at Suncorp. You're watching it live on Fox League. And there it is, Cronulla joining the panel after that just stunning game last night. Melbourne and South Sydney Golden Point on Fox. 10.5 into the second half. Guinness and Hines. So, yeah, Cronulla, I think absolutely deliberately done. We'll set our line.
That shouldn't be able to happen in the game.
We'll argue that one later, but that is the rules at this point. Gajewski with the ball for Brisbane. 10 metres away from the line. They tried to do it in the first half. The referee blew time on and got a man in. Haas with it now. Then offloaded, punched it back to Walters. Gets out of jail there. Brisbane still with it. Reynolds, desperate for a try, links up with Willison. He's long enough to stretch out and score from 10 metres away, I reckon. Walters may have a little crack. There for Walsh. Front to front, and a juggling Shibasaki. He barely had control of the ball when he went across the goal line. Brisbane get their try.
That is a bullet pass from Reece Walsh. Shibasaki, very tough, courageous line, outside in. But just watch the pass and the accuracy here of Reece Walsh.
Busting tackles and scoring tries.
This all comes back to Ronaldo Mulitalo knock on. Gave the field position for the Brisbane Broncos. Chance to play through with some offloads. The Bronx.
28-18, 22 and a half to go. Willison on play one. His 12th cap. 20 away. Walters to Hedrington. The bench forwards have been good. Hedrington and Willison, no better. Off the bench for Brisbane. Reynolds, and it goes down. There's space. There's a highway to go through. There's a call of obstruction. It all happened a little too easy. Karapani goes over. The bunker will review. But it could be 6 and potentially 4 the difference.
Yeah, it's Nico Hines that gets obstructed here. And naturally, when someone falls down and creates a running path for a play to go through untouched, it normally gets pulled.
And that everyone learns a lesson there. You don't react with your arms all up in the air like flapping seagulls.
There might have been a slight little bit of contact, but not enough to obstruct Nico Hines.
Away from the oncoming traffic. But they're heading to the corner here, Brisbane. Oh, and away down the short side stands Stinky.
The Broncos have momentum.
So, Broncos with Jensen at 28-24. The Broncos, Walters, Reynolds, another little bubble there for Ricky. Broncos at their loudest out of hands. But if they score, Walters, Caprican, suddenly everyone's juggling the ball here. Almost loses it into McInnes. And Cronulla Blake tackle. 3 down, not much offered. Reynolds dummy, held by the arm, got away from that. Oh, risky ball over the top! Karapani scores! You won't find that in the coaching manual, that pass. It's an alley-oop, and the score's a level.
And the little master, Adam Reynolds, plays ping-pong with the Cronulla Sharks defenders. The show and go, it looked like he was cornered.
What a shot. Live on Fox League from the sideline. Reynolds! Kick to your left! What a strike! Brisbane hit the front for the first time today.
Nicker has had 2 line breaks already. Play short to him.
Followed up. Outside the 30, Cronulla. Brayley. Trindle will try and he goes high. I thought he was taking on the 40-20, but of course, Marcus was back there having that coverage. It's a good start to the set for Brisbane to be on the 40-metre line.
What about the second half for the Broncos? Flat out, good skill. They're 15 from 15. They've had 6 line breaks in the second half.
10-9 overall. The line break can't make it 11! Walsh is through! Walsh on the way! Links up with Shibasaki! Brisbane have found another one! Brisbane have exploded at Suncorp Stadium! 4 straight tries to rage into the lead.
The firepower of the Brisbane Broncos, when they get it right, they are hard to handle as the crowd goes up for their main man.
Here we go again. Adam Reynolds on the sideline. Adam Reynolds, different route this time. Hung it out to the right. That's interesting. Dummy, can't beat a tackle there. That's the 3rd. Ball pops up. Brayley knocks on. That'll do it. That will do it. Brisbane have come back from 16 down.